Good evening, everybody. This is Ryan with TrendLizard.com. Shiv, thanks for coming and signing up at TrendLizard. Thanks for becoming a pro-level member and for sending me an email asking for some analysis, especially on these two, the Nifty 50 Index and the Nifty Bank Index. I get a lot of requests through comments on our videos on YouTube to do these, so this makes my life easier just to get those done for all the folks who want to see it. And for all the folks who do want to see it, come visit us at TrendLizard.com. We do follow EPI, the most popular India ETF. I'm assuming a lot of you folks are from India. An absolute pleasure. Thank you for watching my videos. Very much appreciated, and I hope you like this video. So we're going to get started here on Nifty 50 Index. We've looked at this before. We're going to do a full update starting back from its inception back in 1990. So the goal with Elliott Wave, as always, is to identify trendy 5-wave moves. That dictates the direction of the trend. It also tells us how long that trend's going to continue, because it should continue until a 5-wave move completes. So in that respect, if we look at this guy on a very long-term time frame, we have a very clear 5-wave move for wave 1, we have a massive decade-long wave 2, and then we have what looks like a 3rd wave advance that is still in progress, has a lot of work to do before it ultimately completes. So on a very long-term time frame, this guy looks bullish. For wave 3, we would expect the completion of a 5-wave move before it completes. So we have a first, a second wave, and we are currently in the third of a 3rd wave advance. So we'll get a couple more subdivisions before this 3rd wave advance completes. And overall, that's just bullish stuff. The trend is expected to be up on a very long-term time frame. So let's go ahead and zoom in and provide a little more detail to what's happened more recently. And this looks at price action. Basically just a more detailed look at this 3rd wave advance here off of the 2008 low. So here's the 2nd wave. This is all that 3rd wave advance. Just wanted to provide some more detail and why we label this as we do. To me, it looks fairly clear. You have one of the largest pullbacks of this entire move here. You have the other one here that fits as the 2nd wave and the 4th wave pullback in a large growing 5-wave advance for the larger 3rd wave. And if you look at each individual up leg, you have a nice 5-wave move here, you have a nice 5-wave move here, you have an extended 5th wave that counts out as a 5-wave move as well. So everything is in order as far as this labeling is concerned. So essentially, and like so many other things we're seeing here, it appears as if the Nifty 50 is in the 5th wave of the advance off of this low. And we're seeing with the S&P 500, so many stocks, things like that. That part seems to sync up. The big question is, when will this 5th wave complete to give us that larger pullback? So when you get the completion of this 5-wave move, you'd have to expect a very large correction, a move that corrects this entire advance. Something like we saw back here. This was pretty sharp. I'm not saying it has to be that sharp. I'm just saying it has to be on that same degree of trend. So we're talking about something that could last a year, a few years, could certainly change the direction of the market for a pretty substantial amount of time, given that it's going to correct a 12, 13-year up move at that point. So again, the big question is, when will this 5th wave complete to kick off that much larger pullback? Let's go ahead and zoom in. So this is the action off of that 2020 low. It's been a very direct move, more direct than we're used to seeing moves. That's okay. It's gone. It's been good for a lot of people, made a lot of money. Makes it a little tougher to label this, but this is what we've come up with here. We have a 1st wave here and a 2nd wave here, still in that 3rd wave advance off of the 2020 low. Everything that's happened since then has been a 3rd wave advance, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th wave of that 3rd wave advance. So we're expecting this move off the 2020 low to continue. It should take on a larger 5-wave form before it completes. It's not there yet, so higher prices have to be expected. We might see the start of a larger 4th wave pullback fairly soon once this up leg in 2021 completes. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this and see what we're looking at. This is it. This up leg looks incomplete as well. We have a 2nd wave pullback. We've been in the 3rd wave since then. The 3rd wave can get bigger before a 4th wave pullback happens, and then we would expect again a 5th wave up to complete this 5-wave move. So if you look at multiple time frames, we're seeing what looks like incomplete upside patterns. In this respect, we think that we're in the 3rd wave of the large advance off the 2020 low. If we step out further, we look like we're still in the 3rd wave here. So there's not a lot complete here, and I think you have to be bullish. The best we can do so far is 14,800 as far as a key level to keep an eye on. If it moves below that at any point, that would obviously be a bearish sign. We don't expect it to. We expect higher prices to be achieved as we go here, and we do expect Nifty to continue until it completes the 5-wave advance off of the 2020 low. So expect higher prices, remain bullish as long as Nifty 50 is trading above 14,800. So that's that one. We're going to move on now to the Nifty Bank Index, and this is it. I think I've taken a look at this one before. I started completely from scratch with blank charts just to make sure I'm coming at it with a fresh perspective. And this thing was incepted right at the start of the century, right at 2000. Had a little pullback. Since then, it's been in a great run to the upside. There have really been two large pullbacks over the duration of this guy's life, one in 2008, one in 2009, and then the other one in 2020. And that works because those fit as the second and fourth wave, larger degree pullbacks, and everything otherwise appear to be 5-wave moves within a large, getting closer to the end, 5-wave move to the upside. So we appear to be in the 5th wave of this advance right now, and higher prices are expected before we're there. But certainly on the long-term time frame, we need to be aware of the fact that we appear to be in the final up leg of this large 5-wave advance that's been going since 2001. So we're going to zoom in and just provide a little more detail of this advance off the 2009 low here. Just because it does look a little bit funky, it doesn't look super obvious, but when we zoom in, it looks fairly clear to me. We have a first wave up into the 2010 high, a very large 3-wave pullback into the 2013 low. This third wave looks like it could be smaller than the first and fifth wave, which would be a no-no according to Elliott Wave. It's not, I assure you. It is over 12,000 points. This move here was under 9,000. It's not even close. It's just because we're using a logarithmic scale, which shows percentage moves as opposed to direct point moves. This is a bigger move. Nevertheless, first, second, third, fourth wave, and then a clear 5-wave move for wave 5. From there, this move completed and gave us a large 4th wave pullback. This was a 3rd wave. If we step out here, we see it's this 3rd wave here and the 4th wave pullback here, and that puts us in that 5th wave advance off the 2020 low. So sounds pretty repetitive, but like you can see here, once this 5th wave completes to the upside, once this move off the 2020 low completes, we have to be concerned about a larger pullback because, again, we're getting that large 5-wave move, and when large 5-wave moves complete, they get corrected by price movement in the other direction. So that's what's at stake here. So if we look just at this advance off the 2020 low, when this leg completes, it's going to be time to turn quite a bit more cautious. So let's go ahead and zoom in and look at this leg. Here's what I have for this leg. It was a very choppy, funky start to it. Looks like a leading diagonal 5-wave move to me. First wave completed in September, very sharp second wave pullback, very clear 5-wave move up for wave 3. Since then, a larger pullback. So you're either in the 4th wave of this pullback or starting wave 5 to the upside here. We can't be certain yet, but either way, the advance off the 2020 low looks incomplete and higher prices have to be expected. So let's zoom in, look at the 2021 action here. This is the action just off this low. So if the uptrend resumed, if wave 5 has begun, this should be trendy action. And it could be. It's hard to say yet. So far, it's a 3-wave move. Basically, you have 1, 2, and 3. So it's a 3-wave move. It looks like it's a trendy move just in the fact that June's pullback looks like a counter-trend move, suggesting that we're getting 5-wave action to the upside. The key here for Nifty Bank Index is that it stay above 33,475. If it moves below that level at any point in time, I get concerned. I think then you have to say it is still in this 4th wave pullback in 2021. As long as it stays above that level, 33,475, I'm going to expect higher prices. I'm going to expect Nifty to continue higher to new highs as it gives us a 5th wave advance to the upside. At that point, I become more concerned. I become more cautious because, again, once this 2020 the up leg off the 2020 low completes, you have to worry about a much larger 5-wave advance completing to the upside as we discussed here. So be bullish, stay bullish until something changes, but be aware. It looks like we're getting closer to the completion of some pretty large patterns, at which point a much larger pullback will begin. So, Shiv, I hope that is helpful for you. Everybody else who follows these indexes, I hope that is helpful for you as well. Come visit me at TrendLizard.com. I'm here to answer any questions you have about our analysis, about Elliott Wave, or about the stock market in general. So have a wonderful evening. We'll talk to y'all very soon. Take care.